Comfort is not your friend. It is your most subtle enemy. Because while storms break your pride and losses force you to call on God, comfort rocks you slowly into a sleep that feels safe but is secretly deadly, and few ever wake up from it. When you are comfortable, you stop asking hard questions. You stop wrestling in prayer. You stop hungering for God with the same desperation. And little by little, your soul begins to dry out while your life looks stable on the outside. This is why Revelation 3:17 speaks of those who say, "I am rich, I have acquired wealth, and do not need a thing." But in reality, they are wretched, pitiful, poor, blind, and naked. Comfort blinds you to your true condition. It convinces you that because you feel fine, you are fine, when in truth, your spirit is starving. The shocking thing is that most believers fall here, not in battle, not under persecution, but in seasons of ease. Pain will drive you to your knees, but comfort makes you forget you even need to kneel. The enemy knows this secret, which is why he does not always rush to attack you in chaos. He often waits for you to succeed, for you to gain stability, for you to feel safe, because safety lulls you into silence, and silence makes you weak. Samson did not lose his strength in war. He lost it in sleep on Delilah's lap. David did not fall in the wilderness. He fell when the kingdom was secure, and he chose comfort over vigilance, sending his men to war while he stayed home. And from that bed of ease came the sin with Bathsheba that nearly destroyed him. Comfort is the trap that looks like blessing, but is actually bondage. Romans 8:28 reminds us that God works all things together for good, even storms and losses, because He knows if He gives you only comfort, you will forget Him. This is why He sometimes tears open your routines with trials that feel unfair. But those interruptions are mercy in disguise, pulling you out of a trap you could not see. Jonah thought the storm was punishment, but it was correction, a violent mercy to keep him from running too far. In the same way, the betrayals, rejections, and sudden collapses you thought were curses may have been God saving you from drowning in ease. The truth is, your closest moments with Him came when you were broken, not when you were secure. You prayed hardest when your heart was shattered. You fasted when answers were delayed. You clung to His word when everyone else walked away. That hunger was life, and comfort seeks to kill it. The most dangerous season is not your hardest one, but your easiest one. In hardship you fight, in ease you drift. And this is why the narrow road is never padded with cushions, because Jesus said in Matthew 16:24 that whoever wants to follow Him must deny themselves, take up their cross, and follow. The cross is not compatible with comfort. If your life has become too easy, too predictable, too self-sufficient, then you are in greater danger than you realize, because the devil does not fight those he has already lulled to sleep. The shocking truth is that your lack of battles might not be a blessing, but a warning. If you are under attack, it means you are awake. If you are unshaken, it might mean you are already trapped. Paul warned in 1 Corinthians 10:12, "If you think you are standing firm, be careful that you don't fall." The higher you climb, the more subtle the traps become. Early temptations are loud, later ones are whispers. Early battles are obvious, later ones are invisible. Comfort erodes slowly, quietly, with no alarms, until one day you wake up and realize your fire is gone, your edge is dull, your hunger has vanished. That is why chosen ones are rarely destroyed by visible enemies, They are destroyed by invisible decay. You must understand that God will disturb your comfort because He loves you too much to leave you asleep. Paul was given a thorn in the flesh in 2 Corinthians 12:7 so that he would not exalt himself. The thorn was not cruelty, but protection. In the same way, unanswered prayers, closed doors, and sudden disappointments may be thorns designed to keep you desperate, to keep you kneeling. The ones who carry real power are not those with the easiest lives, but those who bear scars from battles that stripped away self-reliance and forced them into His arms. If you feel restless when everyone else seems satisfied, it is because your spirit knows that comfort would kill you before sin ever could. The Spirit keeps you pressing, keeps you unsatisfied with shallow living, keeps you on edge because you are chosen. Ease is deadly to the chosen. You were not called to live normal, easy, predictable lives. You were called to carry weight, to burn with fire, to stay awake while the world sleeps. And this is why your life cannot settle. Others can relax, but you cannot, because comfort to you is not rest, it is poison. Jesus warned in Matthew 26:41, "Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation." Comfort makes you stop watching. Comfort makes you stop praying. And when you stop watching and praying, you fall. That is why God shakes you again and again, because He knows if He leaves you undisturbed, you will drift. Every unanswered cry, every delayed promise, every painful season has been a safeguard against the slow death of comfort. The challenge is not surviving storms, it is surviving blessings, not enduring lack, but enduring abundance. When everything is going well, will you still cry out? When the bills are paid and the doors are open, will you still fast? When people applaud you, will you still fall on your face in humility? Most cannot. This is why Jesus said it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for the rich to enter the kingdom. Because comfort builds walls around your heart. Walls of pride, walls of self-sufficiency, walls that block desperation. To escape the trap, you must choose to stay broken, even when nothing is breaking you. You must choose to fast when your flesh says feast. You must choose to pray when your schedule says rest. You must choose to give when your heart says keep. You must live as if you have nothing, even when you have everything. That is how you stay awake. That is how you keep your fire. The spiritual trap of comfort is one of the deadliest because it never feels dangerous. It feels safe, but it slowly kills destiny. And so the challenge is clear. Do not let ease strip you of your edge. Do not let stability kill your hunger. Do not let blessings silence your cry. Guard your fire so fiercely that no amount of applause, no cushion of safety, no abundance of wealth can make you forget that you are at war. The narrow road has no pillows, but it does lead to life. Stay awake, stay desperate, stay hungry. For only the desperate will see the kingdom fully manifest.